Hey YouTube, coming at you with another Great League team. Machamp, Sandslash, and Dewgong. So the first thing before I get into the moves, if you're either new here or haven't watched my videos in 2 days, I'm now going to start putting the how long of a turn the fast moves are. This is my first time doing it. And then how many fast turns it takes to get to the charge move. So for example, Machamp. Karate Chop is a 2-turn move, and it takes on the first time around 4, the second time around 4, third time around 4, fourth time around 4. Stone Edge, it takes 7 Karate Chops on the first time, and then 6 Karate Chops on the second time, 6 on the third, 6 on the fourth. So did it there. Thought on the right it looked a little cleaner. Gives them some space so you can kind of just read it across. I don't think underneath. Someone says do it underneath, but like I think it'll be too messy. Like it would look like, it's not terrible. So you know what? Early question for this video. Do you prefer over here to the right of it? Or do you prefer if I can like do it right underneath? It would look like this for all of them. Something like this. See, that seems like too messy to me, which is why I feel like over here is better. But you know what? I'm open to your suggestions because I do not have an eye for this thing. So let me know how you want it set up. Anyways, the team, I've used the dewgong sandslash backline a bunch of times. Obviously, they're both weak to fighting. I would want something better than a fighter to answer a fighter, but there's not a lot of fighters in this meta for starters. And I just wanted to try Machamp again. I feel like I maybe overlooked it. It was tough today. It had some good leads and good matchups, and it had a lot of bad leads and bad matchups. So I don't know. I don't know about Machamp. I still think it's a little too glassy, but we'll see. Good lead. They get out into Drapion. Now, because I already have Dewgong and Sandslash that can deal with Diggersby, I don't need to leave this matchup. So I'm comfortable just staying here, shielding once. This is, talk about spammy, 4 and 4 for Aqua Tails here. So it does take me low, but I am able to just win the matchup. I have energy so that if the Diggersby comes back in, I can take this cross chop off to do some chip damage. And then I still have 2 ice Pokemon in the back to deal with this. So they shield once. They do take me down. That's okay. Let's get Dewgong on this. Super effective ice shards and icy winds coming in here. So they do hit me with the Scorching Sand. That's okay. And what's in the back? A Toxapex. So this is probably... no, what? No, it's not. I'm going to draw one and I'm going to dip here because resisting the poisons is a better answer. And I have 2 ice and they kind of realize they have no play here. Okay, Gastrodon lead. This is where I was like, okay, Gastrodon is kind of just like a neutralish Pokemon. Let's see how this works against what is generally a neutral Pokemon in Machamp. I decided to try and catch, 1, because they weren't throwing, and 2, because you are double weak to fight in the back, so you might want to try and at least draw out a fighter. So I take the Earth Power, and it is a Dewgong. You're going to see, and someone even posted on my Discord, link in the description if you want to join the Discord. Someone posted how there are a ton of Malamar Dewgong cores. And I saw that core like 4 times today. You're probably going to see it coming up here. So really annoying core to deal with, but it is everywhere. So you might want to think about dealing with that if you're going to do it. Anyways, instead of just trying to get like far down there, I'm going to come in Machamp and try and snipe. I do get a shield. So at this point, I'd be surprised if I shield. At this point, it just seems like a Sandslash double shield kind of thing here. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw this to take this out before they can get an Icy Wind or Drill Run off. So they do let it go. It does take out. Out comes the Gastrodon. I knew they had this left, but I figured that I can just like commit the double shield or 1 shield actually, because they're probably only going to get to 1 move. And it is a Tropius on the back. That is fantastic. It is a grass flying, double weak to ice, so they know I'm loaded with energy, so they just let the first one go just to see how much it does. And it does a lot. So down you go. Azumarill, one of the many bad leads I saw. I saw a bunch of Azumarills. I saw a bunch of Malamar leads with like super effective Psy waves there. So I kind of had to leave all those Dewgong is your safe swap. They are staying in, which means they're probably weak to ice in the back or something like that is weak to ground in the back because I have coverage with ground as well. So I'm guessing with them staying in, you know, it could be a Clodsire, could be Drapion safe swap, could be yeah, something else weak to ice. Just because they're staying in when they otherwise could align their Azumarill on my Machamp, which seems like an obvious alignment that you'd want. So the only reason you don't get out is if you're pretty weak in the back to Dewgong. I end up flipping switch, which is huge. Hello, Drapion, weak to ground. Now, I hesitate there about coming Machamp. And I think the reason I come in Machamp is I know poison is resisted, but I think they got a couple there. And the thing is with Sandslash, you kind of need like energy and shield. So being behind on that does not seem like a great position for me. So at this point, I'm going to sacrifice Machamp. Why are you in the thumbnail, Machamp, when I am clearly just maybe Sandslash is going in the shield in the thumbnail because Machamp is doing nothing and Sandslash is carrying this team so far. So get this Ice Punch off. This will take out if they let it go. And they shield, so they're probably want to get off at least a Aqua Tail or Crunch here. We'll see which one they throw. It is just another Aqua Tail, which means that this puts a little pressure for me to throw a bit faster, and they make the catch on Sandslash. Again, a second thing weak to ground, which I kind of figured. So now it's, I know, I can see it takes 6 to get to a draw run. Oh, it takes 6. Maybe I should have learned that because I think I threw it in 4. If that was the case, I probably should have gone to 5. But if I remember, they throw the Aqua Tail again. Yeah, maybe they can't get to the Crunch. They're just trying to chip, but I take them out there. All right, Malamar. One of the tough ones because even if I get into Dewgong, this has a superpower, which is super effective, which puts me in a bad position. I'm going to back away from the microphone while I drink some water. My throat is killing me. I'm clearly catching something. And there's your Dewgong, right? Malamar Dewgong I talked about is everywhere, it seems. So it is there again. Actually, this is the first time you're seeing it, but it's not the first time I saw it. So after the superpower, I'm just kind of in a bad spot here. That I'm easily going to lose this switch here, and they're going to get a move off here. At this point, you know, I basically got to sacrifice and try and just go two shield Sandslash again, and they give up switch. I maybe should have thrown the cross chop there because they are half dark, so that would have been neutral, which put them to like that would put them to the yellow or red that I could just maybe farm down with powder snow. But now I have to commit some shields, and now I'm worried about them getting to 3 superpowers because this thing charges very quickly as well. So being behind on energy, yeah, I definitely should have thrown. Yeah, I should have thrown the cross chop there, quite honestly. So I do take them out, but I'm down a shield. Try to come in here and snipe. Do get the move off, so this will take out or grab that last shield. Does take out what's in the back. I'm guessing something that can beat me, and it is a Quagsire. The game lagged me out like a couple times here. Like they fast move denied me or got extra fast moves multiple times in this game. I don't think it changes the outcome of the game, but it was definitely something that I noticed. Again, Malamar. So again, we're going to go Dewgong, and I'm guessing again we're going to be met with a superpower and then Dewgong safe swap. So out comes the move. It is a superpower. I'm not shielding because if they do have a fighter or they do have a lantern, and I know there's not a lot of electric, but if you have like a lantern or something, there's no point of me shielding just to get punished. But oh look, a Dewgong. How creative of a team. Did someone put this out? Did a content creator put out Malamar Dewgong? Is it a top PVPOKE team or something? I don't know because I saw it everywhere. Well, know what the #1 top performing team is? Azumarill Dewgong Sandslash. So the Dewgong Sandslash core is super strong, and that is weak to fighting, so Azumarill actually makes more sense. That does make you double weak to electric, but that is the top performing team on PVPOKE. I'm trying to see if this team of dewgong and thing is, it's not on here, so maybe a content creator put it out. So getting off a nice punch here, and they are shielding, trying to get off, I think, one more superpower, and they give up switch into Toxapex when I am loaded. So what I'm going to do here is start forcing shields or putting a sane amount of damage on the pressure and the on the health here. I've got to let this go because they are close to a superpower, and the superpower is the only thing I'm worried about. And if I remember they let this go, I feel like they needed to shield this and then grab a shield from me and then take me out here. But they decide to not shield, and I can just fast move down because they need to throw 2 moves. And then I would have had machamp to sweep. Again, Gastrodon, so we're just going to play this out and go from here. Someone in my last, in the Discord was like, Dan, your fast move timing in the Drapion video was terrible. Like, what? Is there a reason you did that? And the reason is do as I say, not as I do. Right? When you guys submit videos, I look at them from a teaching perspective. Like, this is what you need to do for win cons and fast move timing and all this stuff and that stuff. And when I play, I don't count, and I don't do a lot of the stuff. I'm barely like watching the game as I play. I'm usually not focused. So I definitely make a ton of mistakes in my battles. So if this was like, if I submitted battles to a content creator who was like analyzing my games, like I analyze other games, they would rip me apart because I make a ton of mistakes. So do as I say, not as I do. Although my fast move timing in some of these matchups were pretty good, if I remember. I don't think I messed up as much because I think I had that comment in my mind when I was playing these games. I was just like, oh, maybe I should focus a little bit more on the stuff that I call out people for. So get to the move, but I lose CMP. So drawing off here, I do get a draw run, so I'm assuming I will instant swap. There's no point in me staying in with like 2 HP here. So instant swap, they instant swap as a Toxapex again, which is a huge advantage for me. Especially with the dewgong pretty low. Drill runs are going to take it down 50%, and a brine is going to take me down not 50%. So I let this go. Fine. I mean, I'm going to let one go anyways. Doesn't matter which one, whether it's a first or second. There's no secondary effects to brine. And they just give up because Sandslash has a good matchup there. Resist the poison. They can only throw brine, which is not a good move. I have super effective drill run. Ariados, poison and bug. Not good for a fighter. So gotta go to Sandslash. Gotta go to dewgong. Only to remember that this thing has Trailblaze. So now they actually just go lunge instead of the Trailblaze. So I lost a shield, and I'm gonna lose my attack because they lower my attack, and now I got a bulky azumarill, which Machamp can't deal with, and I'm down shield, so Sandslash is going to have problems. So I can already see that this matchup is not going to be a good one for me. So I guess we will just chip as much as we can with this drill run, with these drill runs, trying to am I going to try and catch a move? No, I'm just going to, okay. Maybe I was like, maybe try and catch an a play rough or ice beam on your Sandslash. But it looks like I'm just going to come in here to be met with a Diggersby. And this Diggersby has Fire Punch, which is double super effective. So it's a pretty hard counter team. There wasn't much I could do here. But it is what it is. Yeah, so if you actually use the Azumarill Sandslash Dewgong, that gives you 1 more bulk instead of Machamp. 2, it actually gives you coverage for a fighter. And again, there's not a lot of electric in the meta. And it provides you like another option to cover your ground weakness that Sandslash has. So I came in here, forgot how much energy I had because, again, not really paying attention. Had I known how much energy I had, I definitely would have tried to snipe and actually using that energy. I get off Stone Edge. It lands. Cool. But all for nothing when I've got hard countered and not playing super great. Again, Azumarill lead. This time a Drapion swap when I'm ahead on energy, which is interesting because a Crunch is not going to take me out, but a Drone's going to do a lot of damage. Question about these. So we're going to play this out. Question, does it look better with or without brackets? So if I did brackets here to say how many, I feel like that looks better. Or no? Yes or no to the brackets? For me, it looks better. Because it just contains it a bit. Let me know in the comments below. Nothing about the matchups. Just let me know about the visuals. Who cares about the matchups? I swear, like, the last month of this channel has been 95% of the comments have been about ads, like the visual graphics on my thing, and like 5% on the actual video. Sandslash, I'm sorry, not Sandslash. Talonflame, which is a tough matchup because if I go dewgong, it's neutral at best, and then I leave myself very vulnerable with the other two. So I'm like, they know I have a rock move. Let's at least bait here. Maybe I can grab a shield or two. So I've added another move, so I will probably shield this. No? No, apparently not. I don't know why I didn't try and grab a shield, because now I'm so far behind on energy, and I'm going to have to shield anyways. This is not good. I think what I should have done is, I think I'm superior, which I can now punish with an ice and steel. But I got to get ahead on energy. What I should have done maybe is shield up the fly, get off like a stone edge to grab that second shield, and then go dewgong and just try and take a shield advantage after the swap there. Because now I'm just going to get lit up with this incinerate. Double super effective incinerate. So come in here. Fast move timing the crap out of that one. I'm going to put these all in brackets because now I can't have some of them in brackets, some of them not in brackets, because then it bothers me. So we're going to shield up a potential hard-hitting move, and it is a Brave Bird, so that's a good shield. Unfortunately, they have a grass in the back, which is great for me, but also terrible for me. And now it's just because I'm so low, it's more terrible than great. So Grass Knot basically takes me out enough that they can take me out with the fast move before I get to the charge move. Last one here, another Ariados, so another instant swap. So for those of you counting at home, that is multiple Ariadoses. I forgot if I put both Malamars in here, but there was multiple Malamars on the lead, and there's multiple Azumarills on the lead. So again, and we didn't even see Clodsire align with Machamp. There's so many things that beat, and this is why I think counters like fighters are overrated. One, because they don't have the strengths of the other fighters, right? Medi, Poliwrath that had great movesets for coverage, right? Icy Wind, Ice Punch for flyer coverage, which you are weak to, and at the same time had insane amount of bulk to go with the counter fast move, right? So it really put them a strong Pokemon overall. I think Machamp just lacks on the bulk for starters. Cross Chop is fast, obviously only 4 to get to it, which is 2 times 4 is 8, so really fast to get to. But just does not hit hard, so you're always going to throw 2 Cross Chops minimum. And a lot of things like, again, poisons. Not a ton of flyers or fairies right now, but poison, bug, resisting you there. I guess there is Talonflame and stuff. But there are things like, again, Sandslash, Dewgong, rollout users like Dunsparce. There are stuff out there that is weak to fighting. So I still think it's overrated. I don't think I would use it much if I'm on a team trying to grind, quite honestly. I like Dewgong and I like Sandslash. But I don't know if I'm on a team I'm going to grind with Machamp. But Sandslash, super, super strong. Anyways, that is it. Let me know about the visuals. Let me know anything else on your mind. And that is it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.